Hi everyone, how are you doing? So I wanted to attempt another live from the pool. I did one on TikTok yesterday and I enjoyed it so much. I talked for hours, which was supposed to be a quick one. So I thought I would hop on and do another one on Facebook. And so many of you voted for this. I want to talk about feminine magnetism and authority because they are the two biggest things that are going to move you in alignment with your dreams, your goals, your desires, and they are the two things that are the reason why I'm in a pool right now. Okay, so, and I'm just gonna tag some of you that actually asked me to talk about this, if it will let me. So I seem to remember that a few of you asked for this. And I also have something very exciting to share with you that I have just created as well. Right, just tag those of you that have voted for me to talk about this, and then just whoever else sees this will see this. That'll do. Tagged a few of you. Okay. So, before I talk about how I have manifested so many free holidays the last few years, and including where I'm at right now, and how I created my dream life that was in my 10-year vision, but I created it in 2 years. And these elements of feminine magnetism and I am the authority are like the two biggest things that move us forward into this space. So what I have done for you, and you guys watching are the first ones to know about this, is I have created 2 new activations for you. One is called I Am the Authority, surprise, surprise, which is all about connecting into yourself, your energy, your body, your leadership as the authority you are, sovereign in your energy field, in your body. That is what that one is for. And I've also created a divine feminine activation, which is a beautiful activation to, I'm going to pop the, Sam's like, oh my God, how do I get these? I'm going to pop the links in after this video. Or you can send me a message and I'll just send you the links straight back. So the second activation is a divine feminine activation, and I channeled this, and in this activation you are falling back onto a big pink pillow of surrender. I've done this activation myself a few times because this is something that I channeled, and every time I always receive something. I did it again this week and then have created this. Did this process this week. I was gifted a singing lesson this week, so little shout out to Alex Corvin, my amazing singing teacher, who gifted me a free lesson this week. And I've also been given, my friend Alex, who I saw on Saturday, just invited me as a gift to one of her yoga classes this week as well. So not only have I received money this week, when I've done this, I've also received gifts like that, and I have received being here in this space as well. So I will pop the links, and they are only £11 each or you can get them both for 17. Like, these are going to go, they're only going to be available for a few days, just something I just felt called to put out there. If you're in my membership, they are included, so if you're in my membership watching this, don't buy them because you're going to get them included anyway. Yeah, and I can't wait to hear these shifts that are going to happen. So I will pop the links in comments, because Sam is, oh my god, how do I get them already? And I'll send you the link, Sam. So, as promised, how did I do this? So how did I manifest my vision in 2 years? That was my 10-year vision. There's ants, I'm now magnetising ants to me. And how did I manifest having all of these free holidays? And it is not, like, it's not what you would expect, okay? So I think a lot of us have this, and it is magic. So there's a lot of like noise going on out there right now, which is just the energy and where we're at right now. But I want you to, if you're watching this, I want you to remember that magic is real. Magic is real. This is an energy first reality, and when we work with this energy, amazing things can happen. And as if by complete coincidence, but not at all, this is the second time today I have thought of the dog, and he has literally shown up. So he is reading my mind. I thought about the W word and that we were going to go for the W word, and he came through and stood by his lead as well. So he's really spookily reading my mind. So as if I needed evidence, there we go, straight away, magic is real, the dog is here. So, and this is what these activations are going to tap into for you. They are going to tap into like your natural magnetism to magnetize to you, and this stuff is completely possible. So what should I talk about first? What do you want me to talk about first? Should I talk about how I manifested my vision, or how I manifested free holidays? See if anyone wants on live to decide. If not, I will just pick one at random to talk about first. And I've got my lovely cacao with me in my unfuckwithable mug, because when we are in our authority, we become unfuckwithable. So I've got my unfuckwithable mug. Okay, let's talk about the vision first. So I had this vision that I would live by the sea. So I lived in like a village and then a suburb, and when I tuned into and I started to work with the quantum field and started to really get into this like alignment journey, when I left my corporate job, when I moved fully into my business, which again was like a magical thing as well, because I managed to manifest redundancy, so I had money to back me. Like this was all the same process. So I've done this process time and time and time again. So I set my vision in place that I wanted to live by the sea, and in my vision I was walking my dog. I didn't have a dog at the time, and I was the pigeons getting involved. I was walking my dog, I was in nature every day, I had this beautiful office, I had the most divine love. So when I did this, like when I tapped into this vision, I was married at the time, but that was not in alignment. So I just set the intention that I would have this divine love, like whatever that would be. That relationship would up level, or like whatever. And as you know, like that relationship did end. Yeah, I'm working with the most amazing clients, I'm running the most amazing programs, working with coaching and the quantum field, the psychology and the science, which is exactly what I'm doing now with the quantum alignment program, which is open for enrollment right now, by the way. And I've just also opened up my diary for some discovery sessions as well, if you're wanting to apply for that. I haven't done those for a while because I kind of chat a lot to people over Messenger. I'm a big introvert, but I've decided to open up a few of those as well. So anyway, I set this vision in place, and what is important to look at is we don't truly manifest by just the law of attraction. So there's like this bit of misconception around, like, we put it on the vision board and then it happens, or we say the affirmations. Like, remember, affirmations help, but remember, affirmations are just conscious. We actually need to get into the frequency, and we need to rewire our subconscious mind as well, and do the nervous system regulation so that we feel safe to actually receive that. Otherwise, what will happen is we'll start to shift and be in that frequency, and the body can't hold it. We can't hold that energy, and we'll usually sabotage ourselves, and like everything will come crumbling down, and we'll feel like we're taking like a step forward and 2 steps back. Like, when that happens, it is because our nervous system is not regulated to be able to take that vision on. Okay, so we need to do shadow work, somatic work, like that's a given, but we want to get in the frequency of that vision. And how we do that is by looking at that version of me in that vision. How is she, like, what is she doing, what is she thinking, how is she behaving, what actions is she taking, what type of people is she working with? And then we want to get into that now, because how we get onto that timeline is through that frequency. So if we step into that now, and we are in that frequency now, then that timeline can meet us on a frequency level, because there is no gap between where we are and where we are going. So the more we see, and this works from a psychology angle as well, the more we see a gap between where we are and where we want to get to, which is where things like the GROW model, for people that know about coaching techniques, isn't great, because it's like, where's the goal, where are we at now? And we see that as a gap. But neuroscientifically, as well as energetically, we don't want to be focused on that gap. We want to be focused on already being in that frequency. So this is what I did when I shortcut that process. I had that 10-year vision, and what I started to do was, okay, that version of me in that vision who lives by the sea with dogs and in nature, like, what is she thinking, feeling, doing? I'm getting ants. That's how magnetic I am today. What is she thinking, feeling, doing? And then I stepped into that place, like, then. So, like, my morning routine, I set up my morning routine like how I wanted it to be in 10 years' time. I walked my neighbour's dogs before I had a dog. I walked my partner's dogs before we moved in together. So I started to do all of the things that, and put myself in those spaces as well. So, like, walk around and, like, physically be in the location of places that I wanted to be in, or look at houses on Rightmove and put myself in that frequency, okay? Because it is all about frequency. And then what happens, so this is where the nervous system bit is really important. I don't want to let my cacao get cold. Oh, it's actually still really hot and not that nice. I don't know what I did to it. So this is why the nervous system bit is important, because when I set this vision in place, my whole entire life started to crumble. I sold my dream country cottage that I was living in, that was like my dream home. I had it all, like the career, the house, the marriage, like I had it all on paper. Oh, now the wasp is back that was here yesterday for my TikTok when I nearly fell in the pool trying to avoid it. Well, I am in the pool, but I'm on the step at the moment. So I set my vision in place. I'm going to just move my cacao a little bit further away from me. I got bitten by a horsefly this morning as well. So I set my vision in place, and then I regulated my nervous system, stepped into that frequency, and what happened was my life crumbled. I let go of my career, my cottage, then my marriage, like everything like fell apart as I started to get into alignment. So we have to be prepared for that crumble, which is why we have to do the shadow work, and we need to like regulate ourselves and show ourselves that it's safe to actually receive at that level. And then we start to see that building up again. So once I let that all go and I followed my heart rather than my head, and I followed my body and I followed my body truth, your body truth will always take you to that aligned plan, but we need to have like a compass. We need to know where to go. So those that came to the Aligned Abundance Activator, we did the highest timeline activation and we anchored that in. So we had that compass, like, this is my dream and goal, this is where we are heading towards. Okay, so we need to anchor in that vision and then start to take action on it already being there, already happening. And this is what I did. And within 2 years, I remember one day I was walking my partner's dogs, who live with us half of the time. I was walking the dogs down to the beach. I keep saying that W word. And Henry's ears are twitching. And I suddenly went, oh my God, I live by the sea. I walk my dogs. I'm surrounded by nature. Whoa, I'd set that vision 2 years ago for that to be in 10 years time. And did my house look like the exact house from my vision? No, but it might do in future. Did I have my own dogs? No, they are co-parented dogs, but I still walk dogs in nature and I still live by the sea. So it doesn't always come exactly how we want it. So we can't be like trying to micromanage it and get it to be like really, really specific. But it will come if we get into that frequency. Okay, so that was how I shortcut that process to that timeline, effectively bent time to achieve my 10-year vision in 2 years. And same with literally where I'm at right now. I have manifested so many free holidays. So what happened last year was, like, this is how this process, actually no, it started before last year. So as part of that vision, one of the things that I said, one of the things that I said as part of my vision is I need to be in water. I need to be surrounded by water, in pools, in hot tubs. I'm a water sign. I love being in water, around water. So in my visions, I was in water. I was doing the activations in the bath. If you do the activations, I'm going to pop in comments, do them in the bath. Like, especially if you're a water sign, you'll love doing them in the bath, because you're getting into that frequency, you're holding that frequency in the water. So I set that in my vision. I need to be in water. I need to be surrounded by water. And I want a lifestyle where I can be in water as much as possible. And then all of these things started to happen. So firstly, a friend who has a hot tub asked me to house sit. She then loved how I looked after the house, looked after the cats, and kept asking me to go back. And I've been booked up with many dates at hers. She has a beautiful country cottage with a hot tub, with these beautiful cats, where I feel completely like at peace and ease. Another friend who lives backing onto a nature reserve then saw that I did this, asked me if I could house sit for her and her animals in nature. So I started doing that as well. And this is what I mean about allowing things to, hi Henry, dogs come to say hello. This is what I mean about allowing things to come and allowing them to come non-specifically, because I said, like, in my life, I want to be surrounded by water. I want to have nature and water. I want to be able to put my body in water. And then I got these house sitting opportunities, including this one. So I didn't set that intention for, I want to house sit here, here, here. It has to have a pool. It has to have a hot tub. It has to have XYZ. I just said, like, I can feel that feeling that I am in water. And then it happened. And then something really magical happened last year, which kind of added to this. Henry's come to say hello to you all. And that is, I worked with this most incredible client, and she she actually like helped me as well as me helping her, because she had the most incredible gifts that just blew me away every time we did work together. In particular, like her clairvoyance, she would say like, I'm seeing this and it's this and this and this, and I'm like, whoa, yeah, truth, I'm getting that through as well. There was this like super like fiery energy happening between us, and just like clearing happening just like this, and we were clearing like multiple, wow, there's loads of ants over there magnetizing all the ants. We were like clearing timelines, clearing entities, like the work, and we're still working together actually. She still continued with me, and the work is just absolutely magical. And she said to me last year, she said, I can't believe how much you have changed my life, how much you have shifted me. Me paying you is not enough. I have an apartment in Croatia, and I am going to gift you a week there, because paying you is not enough for how you have transformed my life. And I was visioning last winter, as in winter before last. I feel itchy looking at these ants. I might have to go like more in the pool in a moment. So winter before last, I kept imagining myself in turquoise water. I was like, I'm in turquoise water. I don't know where I am, but I'm snorkeling, I'm in turquoise water. So I thought that I was manifesting money for a holiday. But because it delivered to me non-specifically, I am moving because of the ants and trying to get where there is none. Because it delivered to me, there we go, because it delivered to me non-specifically, my client gifted me a holiday in her holiday home, okay? And then this process has just grown and grown, where I've just been given these amazing opportunities like this to house sit places in nature with hot tubs, with swimming pools, to be in water. They've all had like incredible roll top baths as well. So in both of these things, and I am bringing this back to the magnetism piece as well. So in both of these things, it was like, how do I think, act, feel, behave as if I was, they're literally everywhere. How would I think, act, feel, behave as this version of me, and stepping into that. And then I want to talk about the feminine magnetism piece, and I am literally going to get out because there are just ants everywhere and it's very, very, very distracting. Okay. Oh. So the other thing that we need to do is to be in our feminine energy, and this is something that has enabled this to happen for me as well. I'm just going to get my towel as well because it's actually not very warm in the UK. The pool is lovely and warm, but the weather is not. So, and it is not here. Where did I put it? I know. So the other thing we need to do is surrender into our magnetic feminine energy. Now, for so long, and this will resonate with you if you've been in corporate and you've been in the corporate world, a lot of us are in our masculine energy, in the push, in the hustle. So like a lot of you know this, a lot of you know about working with feminine energy and stepping more into that space. And this is what that divine feminine activation, which I will pop the link in comments when I finish this video, or message me now and I will send you the link. This is what this divine feminine activation is for. It is for tapping into that that's a new word, divine innate magnetism that is within you. And every time I have done this, so I have set that intention for, I need to be in water, I need to be surrounded by water, like I am here. Every time, keeping an eye on the ants, every time I have done that, set that intention and then surrendered back, fallen back. If you think about the bow and arrow effect, when you pull back a bow and arrow, you pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. It creates tension, and it is that tension that brings that desire to you. And this, for me, I used to get to a point of like frustration of like the thing is not happening, and then I'd be like, right, I have nothing left to do than surrender. But we need to get into that surrender sooner and allow ourselves to set that intention and then pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back to allow that to come to us. And that is what I did, and that is how my vision manifested in 2 years. It was my 10-year vision for my house by the sea and all of these free holidays that I have. I'm actually just going to stand inside because it's got cold now. These free holidays that I have manifested as well. Okay. And then finally, authority. So the I am authority activation, which I will pop in comments or pop me a message and I will send it to you. This is about you are the authority. And this has been huge for me throughout the last few years, is remembering that I am the authority, remembering that you are the authority. Your voice is the only important voice in terms of your truth and your soul's truth and what you are here to do on this planet and the magic that you are here to create for your life, for your business. You are the authority of your life. But so many of us take on the views of others, family, friends, even coaches who aren't coaching, mentors, like take on those views, but you actually have everything inside of you. You have everything inside of you. You are complete. And when you step into that power and authority, this not only helps you with your energy, and if you are sensitive or a little bit neurospicy like me as well, this authority like creates a real kind of unfuckwithableness in your energy. And it is like, I am the authority, I am powerful, I am the leader here, and my voice is the one that matters. And it also gives us that confidence to show up and speak on lives, do videos, on stage. Like when I did my TEDx, like that's what I was anchoring that in. Like I am the authority on this topic, and that is what I am going to talk about. So we need to get into that energy of I am the authority, and then working with that divine feminine magnetism. And this is how I have created that vision in 2 years. That was my 10-year vision, and how I have manifested staying in all these places, including this one right now that is a manor house with a swimming pool, for free with this incredible dog. And so these are the 2 key things to get us into alignment with our big goal, our big dream, our big vision. Loads of you came to the Aligned Abundance Activator as well, and we anchored in this highest timeline. Like this is what takes you into that quantum wealth, into this highest timeline, is your magnetism and your authority. So when we build this unfuckwithableness of like, this is my power, this is my authority, I am the leader, I'm walking this path. Like if you are watching this, you are walking the path of the sensitive leader. You are here to show everyone else there is a new way of being. So you might feel weird, you might feel different, you might feel misunderstood, you might have felt like the black sheep of the family, and that is all because you are here to show everyone that it is different. So this is what these activations are for. And as I said, you can purchase them each for only £11, or you can have them both for £17. I will pop the link in comments or message me. And enrollment is open now for quantum alignment. So if you want to take this even further into your magnetism, your truth, where you are connected to your soul's blueprint work and being paid for that and certified in that, that is what the quantum alignment program is for. And I have had clients increase their prices like 4 times, 5 times, even 10 times, and sell their offers out and get in alignment with their soul's blueprint of the work that they are here to do. And it is through this magnetism and this authority that we do this, and we anchor this in. So I'm going to get back to the pool if the ants are gone and my cacao. If you have any questions, or if there's anything else you want me to cover on this topic, let me know and I can do more content on this. I will pop the links in the comments. Thank you for everyone who has joined me live and seen me freaking out at all the ants hatching out in the garden whilst I was in the pool. At least I didn't nearly fall in the pool today. I did on TikTok nearly fall in the pool yesterday. Any questions, let me know, and sending you all lots of love. Bye for now.